Oh. Oh no! I'm stuck in perpetual hell! Help! My address is 123, help! There we go. Hi, Kosek! I'm hyper. I slept at 3. I had a nap. I didn't work on the video today. I was tired and sleepy. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to hate this project. I want to go to bed. I slept. I died. I took the long sleep for 40 minutes before it was interrupted because I texted Phoenix how work was doing before I slept. And then she panicked. I hurt my back during metalwork class. No! No! Are you okay? Fuck! Are you actually okay? Jesus Christ! I'm okay. I made soup. Productive. Giddy Boss Man and Company. Yeah! So, I got into a conversation with someone that will not be named because I refuse. I don't even remember their name. But it was on the Facebooks. I know. I have a Facebook. My God, don't go looking for it. I will deny any and all existence. But I got into this argument with this person. Not even an argument, just a discussion, in my opinion. I don't know if they saw it as an argument, but they were clearly ignoring me. But the argument was, what makes having 100 spells that all do the same thing, where you're just dropping your enemy's health to 0, better than 26 spells that all do their own thing? Well, guess what, jackass? Silly person. You silly Billy. You silly bitch. Game design and game mechanics are very fucking different. And in a lot of games where you have things that need to go die, it is a matter of how you dispatch those enemies. As an example, in Mario, how are you going to kill the Goomba? You could jump on the Goomba. You could burn the Goomba. You could freeze the Goomba. All depending on what power-ups you have at the time. Just like in Halo. I have a Carbine. Carbine go. But what if I don't like Carbine? What if I think Carbine too slow? Well, I have Blast Pistol, but Blast Pistol too weak. Sentinel Beam go burr. But what if that's not good enough for you? What if that's not good enough for you? How about Needler? All these guns do the same thing. At the end of the day, they kill targets. But how do they kill a target? How do you dispatch one target compared to another? A Sentinel Beam is one concentrated shot. It overheats, though, if you use it too much. A Carbine is multiple single shots. Relatively in the same spot where I shoot. Whereas a Blast Pistol, though itself is a single shot, has a higher fire rate than the Carbine. But it also overheats. It does not need to reload. It just overheats. But I also have the advantage of overcharging the Blast Pistol, taking out enemy shields if I hit them with it, which then leaves them open to a headshot. Alright, you're in a C shotgun for life. Holy shit. But that's the thing that I wanted to point out here. Is 26 different spells that do a very specific niche thing in their game always a good idea? Yes and no. And at no point am I ever going to say one magic system is better than the other, though Harry Potter's magic system is very boring. And this isn't a broader discussion on, like, Hogwarts Legacy. The boycott failed, guys. I'm sorry. Just don't buy the game if you don't want to. It's neither here nor there. Please don't bully people. Please don't attack people. we're going to move on from it. But I want to talk about this because this is very interesting. And remember, not every game is made for everybody. My friend who I just got off call with, they don't like Elden Ring. Not because they think it's a bad game, but because it's just not for them. Which is a totally fair argument. Now, here's the thing that I'm going to make the argument for. A game that offers more things will always be more interesting than the game that offers less things. Majority of the time. And are you going to get the same quality from everywhere else? Also, is everybody going to enjoy the same things? No. I enjoy Halo. I love Halo. Halo is one of my favorite games of all time. Alright. But, like, at the same time, I need to be perfectly honest here. The argument that was made against me was that all Elden Ring spells do is kill things. Well, yeah. But how do you kill those things? How does your spells force you to interact with the environment and the enemies around you? Yeah, sure, it helps to have utility spells. I will always be the person to take Mend as a wizard. Mend in D&D is such a good fucking spell. It's cheap, relies on nothing to get it done, and it just fixes simple things that you didn't think would be a problem. Utility is good, but Elden Ring doesn't need utility. And yes, Prestidigitation is also a very good spell. Yes. Good spell, good spell. But that's just the thing. How many attack spells are there? How do you dispatch enemies? How does your utility spells help you dispatch enemies? It's one thing if I can open a door, but how do I open that door? What does opening that door do? Republic Commando, as an example. You can either breach and clear the door, or you can unlock the door stealthily. The advantages are as such. If you breach and clear the door with your squad throws a grenade into the room, clearing out enemies in the immediate vicinity of where they toss that grenade. Okay. But, here's the downside. What if there was no enemies on the other side of that door, and you just alerted a ton of droids to your location? That's a bad thing. Because now you have to deal with enemies that you weren't prepared for. Or, if you unlock the door stealthily, if you just hacked it, here's what happens. There was enemies on the other side of that door, but now they aren't activated. You can just stab them to death. We're talking about game design and game mechanics as a whole. Because the argument has shifted for Hogwarts Legacy about, like, oh, what is it offering? And people are saying that, and the Elden Ring community came out and said, we have 101 spells to your 26. You're boring. And the Hogwarts Legacy fans are like, well, fuck you, your spells only kill things. And I'm like, there is clearly a lost nuance to discussion here about game design. Deploy the bad company, then just make your own door. Games are more than just their options. I have options, but what do those options do for me? How does my options help me dispatch something like a Jackal? A Sentinel Beam directed at an enemy shield, the Jackal's just going to sit there and absorb it. However, there's breaches in the Jackal shield. So, if the Jackal has the shield out in front of them, if I use a precision-based weapon, I can shoot their hands, stunning them. I mean, forcing their shield to go up, and exposing their head so I can take a headshot. But what if I don't have a ranged weapon, but I do have a plasma pistol? Because Covenant weapons drain shields. Overcharged plasma pistol shot, that guy no longer has a shield anymore. There is no door, I shall become. Why is the Jackal just standing there? Are they an ally? Yeah, an Arbiter. Boop. Boop. God, look at them. They're so... Oh. Yeah, there we go. Look at him! He's so fucking intense. He's so intense! I used to hate this mission, and now I actually really appreciate it thanks to the remake.
Our path to the library is clear. Pick you up on the bench ahead.
Big rosters and 3v3s over 1v1s. Old habits, you know. That's fair. But yeah, like, it's a game that makes you think and actually gives you much more options to do will always be much more fun than a game that is static. Heck, what do I mean by that? Halo gives you an option that you can either keep the weapon that you have throughout the entirety of the game, or it gives you opportunities to find weapons that you do like. Like here. There's a battle rifle. There it is. I much prefer the Halo 2 battle rifle over the Covenant carbine. But that does not mean the Covenant carbine is bad. I like the Covenant carbine. I'm amazed that Jackal's still alive. Ow. And that's just the thing. Is that how does the game want me to interact with it, and how creative does it want those interactions to be? Now, Halo is not going to be as creative because, well, guns kill things as you shoot them. But there's other things than just guns. There's grenades. There's different types of grenades. If I just can switch over to my grenade. There's invisibility. How do I interact with the world, and how do my interactions influence the world around me? That is the core of game design. How do my actions influence my further actions? And how does the actions that I do make the game more interesting? Is the Charged Covenant rail little gun plasma pistol? Halo's simple. It's simple, well made. Yeah. You see, I didn't have to engage these guys in here. I could have gone invisible and ignored them. Or them just rush into the next area. Yeah, would have saved me some time, would have saved me some ammo, would have saved me some headache. Or I could have chose to fight. Maybe I didn't like the weapons that I had, and I saw an enemy had a weapon that I did like. It's all about using your brain and letting the mechanics of the game let you do that. Like here, I don't have to fight these guys. I choose to run past them. It's choice. It's having a choice on how I want to engage.
Proceed to the objective. We'll hold down as long as we can. Get off me! Suppressive
Oh, that guy's
fire!
living.
Suppressive fire!
Oh, now he's dead. Yep, he's dead now. Yeah, like, where's the shotgun? Shotgun? Ah! Shotgun! Be afraid. Christ Raygun actually made a very good video about that. This is quarantine zone, I think. Mission? Sacred Icon, my bad. like, game design is more than just... That's like, oh, thing does thing. It is how that thing does thing. How do I get thing to do different things? And that's something that's really bugging me about, like, this, discourse. Is that people are just kind of fine with the idea that thing does thing and that's it. Oh, spell opens door. But how does it open a door? I don't want it to just open a door. I can open a door. That's boring. I mean, I'm playing a video game to not do boring shit. Well, that's a lot of sacks. One thing I like in shooters is the different damage types and health bars to match. In Halo, it's plasma being effective in shields. In Borderlands, it's shields, health, armor, and electric, and fire, corrosive. He said sacks. I did say sacks. I do not like that variety is immediately seen as bad. That having more options is a bad thing. Elden Ring, yes, all of its spells do kill things. But guess what? How does it kill things? That is the question. Question. Yes, at the end of the day, you are trying to kill things. That is what that game is about. Overcoming great challenges, but how do you overcome those great challenges? How did you kill that thing? Did you use a blood build? And how did you use that blood build? Were you entirely close combat blood build? Were you a magic cross, close range blood build? How did you dispatch that enemy? That is the fundamental design on combat.
Negative, man.
Variety is bad. I think people have just been burned and jaded by bad variety, half-assed mechanics, and half measures to fix them. Which is a totally fair argument. Having too much sometimes is a bad thing. Maybe there's just too much in one area and it causes too many problems. Or maybe, like, there are too many of the same spell. Oh. One of my favorite games, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, boasts over 100 fighters. At the cost of a lot of those fighters doing the same thing. And trust me, I understand. But Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was not arguing for itself to be a competitive fighter. It was arguing to be a fighting sandbox game. Which changes the drastic mood of that game massively. Like, I will always say Dragon Ball Z Fighters is a much better fighting game than Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. By a wide fucking mile. But there's still fun to be had in having Broly fight Bardock, or having Frieza fight Cooler. There will always be that kind of fun. Or hell, have the Ginyu Force fight the original Z Fighters again. And that would also be fun. It's all about that. Balance is just one of many possible goals. Yes. And, like... it comes down to a lot of different things. And at the end of the day, it does come down to people's tastes. What are you wanting to play video games for? Are you wanting it for a challenge? Are you wanting to relax? What do you want to do?
You bring honor to that honor.
And not every game's going to be the same. Not everyone is. Minecraft and Halo are two very different games. And not everyone's gonna like Minecraft. I'm a team-killing fuck nugget! But yeah, like, this is the conversation I wanted to have. Because, like... I'm tired of a lot of these arguments for video games where it's just like... It's like, ugh. You have over 100 spells. They must all do the same thing. Without looking into it. Or just writing it off as like, there's too much. Sometimes having a lot isn't a bad thing. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. In Elden Ring's case, Game of the Year indicates that it wasn't a bad thing. In fact, it was a very highly creative, good thing. That allowed players to make the builds that they wanted to make. Encounter the fights they wanted to fight. Like, handle the fights they wanted to do in their own interesting and unique, varied ways. It wasn't just, oh, you cast lightning bolt and thing died. How did you... What were you doing with that lightning bolt? How were you using that lightning bolt? So on and so forth.
Forerunners be praised, the Arbiter.
Hey, buddy.
Compromised. We must do what we can against the front. Our commander has landed further in. Let us join him.
D&D doesn't need perfect balance, but its nice options aren't too much better or worse. Yeah, and like I said, if I can get more entertainment out of D&D and Pathfinder, what's the point in playing your game?
Excellent, Arbiter.
And, like, a lot of the time,
Arbiter, what are you
there is
doing?
no other point. Hello.
We must hold this camp until reinforcements.
But yeah, like, this is just the one thing that I want to talk about today. Sorry, just focusing on the game. Ah! 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 Page. But yeah, like, that's something that I wanted to... I like talking about game design. I like talking about game mechanics. I like game design. I like talking about other people's ideas and how those ideas are fleshed out.
In the center of this zone is a sacred icon critical to the great journey. I must find it.
Forward, warriors, and fear not pain or
If
death.
we're talking about game design, can I mention Breath of the Wild's world building was cool? Like, you can find neat references to older games as you travel the mini OSP.
We'll need their heavy guns.
We'll need their heavy guns! It's just a gunfight with shouting attacks. Yes! Oh my god! Okay, so this is another thing that I hate about Harry Potter. Yeah, by the way, we're gonna trash Harry Potter here as much as possible because I do not like Harry Potter. Right. So, I was talking to my friend, who, by the way, does like Harry Potter, and they know my feelings on this. And they agree with me on some points, they don't agree with me on others. What's the difference between what's the difference between having a gun and having a wand at the end of the day? What does having that wand do that a gun can't do? Oh well, a wand can do this, this, and this. I respond with, you have a spell that can kill people. You point and click. Like gun. Shit. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Ha! And like, no, please don't grab me. God, the music in this game is so good. Ah! What's up, bitch? Sorry, just I got a tank now and I'm happy. I'm gonna pause the game for a second and talk about this. The Harry Potter magic system is very much not developed and highly restrictive with what it does. It is a boring ass magic system. It is boring. It is bad. As well as the world that developed its magic system has an inconsistent amount of rules. You need a wand to do the magic with specific hand motions. Oh, sometimes you could just learn how to do it without that. But you said that's a must. Ignore what I said in the previous book, it doesn't matter! So what is it? Can you only do it with wands or can you do it without? Okay. And there's very limited amount of spells. What? Why? I'm a trans person. Oh, cool. So you use magic to do that, right? No. I went through the normal way. You have polymorph spells. You have a potion for that. And you did it the long way? Are you fucking kidding me? Garbage, dude. You have an infinitesimal world of magic to do. Ooh. And you're not doing much with it? Oh, but we have this really cool spell that makes things levitate. Cool. How to use that in combat? We don't. The entire fight in Harry Potter with him and fucking Voldemort at the end. All I'm thinking about is, why doesn't he just cast Leviosa on Voldemort and then, like, Voldemort has to, like, figure that shit out? Why is it just a Kamehameha battle at the end of it? That's so fucking stupid! There is so little to the Harry Potter magic system that, like, oh, I have a magic spell to unlock a door. I, too, have a magic spell to unlock a door. It's called a key. Oh, no, it's too dark in here. I can't see. I'm going to cast a light spell. I, too, can't see in this dark place. I'm going to activate... See this? It's a flashlight. Ooh, so magical. Ooh. If my mundane shit can do what your magic is doing, your magic system sucks. In Full Metal Alchemist, its magic system has a very clear defined set of rules. Rules are not always a bad thing. Limitations make creativity. When it came to Edward Elric, when he had to do alchemy on the fly, there was always a set of rules. Alchemy is about giving and taking. How much are you giving? How much are you taking? equivalent exchange. I cannot just make a bridge. I have to think about the designs of that bridge. What's the weight? How much can hold? What's the materials made out of? You have to do all this on the fly. Now, everybody can do alchemy in the Fullmetal Alchemist world. It just takes a lot of studying, a lot of practice, and intimate knowledge of what you are doing. And there's not just one set of alchemy. There's fire alchemy, there's lightning alchemy, there's deconstruction alchemy, reconstruction alchemy. There's medical alchemy, there's chimera alchemy. There's so much more to the Fullmetal Alchemist magic system because it has its set of rules and limitations and people that have to be creative on the fly to make that happen. Now, you could say that Roy Mustang technically is the most boring alchemist because all he has to do is fire. But think about it for a second. What is that glove made of that he has to create a spark. He has to have oxygen to do that. He is thinking on the fly. Yes, he has simplified it down to, but how did he do that? And then what happens if he's useless? He's useless on rainy days. He literally can't be used on a rainy day. Or what happens if his glove is fucked? He needs the ignition glove. Because the ignition glove is made by such material that it can create a spark. Or when he snaps his fingers. In his fight with Lust. Holy shit, how is he going to take out Lust? He doesn't have his ignition glove. It's fucked. He carved the same symbol into his hand and is using Havoc's lighter because that creates a spark. That is 1,000 times more interesting than fucking
flashlight. I have a kill spell that's basically a gun.
He's changing the air in front of him to combust and snap and then spark. Boom! A much better explanation than what I could give. It is more interesting. Now, my friend did point out Harry Potter is also a kid's book. Look, it doesn't have to do that. And that's a fair statement. That is a fair statement. But kids are also not stupid. If you give kids a complex magic system, easy to understand, Fullmetal Alchemist has a very easy to understand magic system. You draw a circle in specific way, and it does specific thing with the materials that you have. Which is interesting. Because then that kid starts thinking, oh, how can I use it in different ways? Leviosa lets you levitate shit. Cool. But how are you levitating shit? Be more creative with your magic. That's what I'm saying here. Be creative. Having a thing do a thing because it does thing. Yeah, sure, fundamentally that's how that works, but what's the difference? If I can do that in real life without the use of magic, you've literally just removed a section just to say stupid shit. Yeah, also, isn't bringing shit back to life illegal, or, like... Because that fucks with the natural order of things? Also, I just want to say this. I just want to say how fucked up this is in the Harry Potter universe. I just want to say this one fucked up thing. One of the 3 curses, by the way, my friend brought this up to me. One of the 3 curses that's outlawed is the one that controls the body. Your mind is still working, but you're controlling somebody else's body. That one's illegal. That one gets you sent to prison.
But the love potion that removes any and all consent is fully fucking legal. A potion that allows you to remove someone's individual consent is not illegal. In fact, it's on the fucking store. You can buy it. You can buy it on the shelf. There it is. Or you can make it yourself. All the ingredients are there. A spell that takes away someone's bodily autonomy and consent is illegal. But a spell that takes away someone's bodily autonomy and consent is not illegal.
Do you guys understand how fucked up that is in the Harry Potter universe, that a spell that forces you to fall in love with somebody that you probably don't have feelings for? Why is that okay? That's an inconsistency in your own magic system and rules. It is so fucked in the head that JKR basically just justified rape. It's not illegal to use a love spell on somebody. Oh, I could get... Oh, don't worry. It's just a simple thing that, like, you can forgive someone over. Motherfucker, Ron lost 6 months of his life because he was obsessed with a bitch that he had no interest in. And I hate Ron. That's still fucked. I hate Harry Potter with how fucked it is. No one talks about that, by the way. As far as I am aware and concerned, I am the only one who has brought this problem up. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, like, holy shit, dude. Not only is JKR spitting on races and shit that are inferior, but, oh my god. She's justifying rape. Damn ads. Sorry about that. I need to make money. I'm poor. Dang. Oh shit, that's gonna hit me. Oh god! That flood's accurate as fuck, dude! Oh shit, those elites are still with me? Oh my god, I thought they were dead. Keep fighting, boys! We're in this together, to the end! The Three Musketeers! I just missed whatever boss said. Oh, Harry Potter's fucked up because it has a spell that's outlawed for controlling people's bodies without their consent, but also has love potions that are fully legal that you can buy from the fucking counter that remove people's consent and in bodily autonomy. Why is one spell illegal and the other one isn't? It's pretty fucked if you catch my common cold. And at no point can anyone justify that shit to me. JKR justified rape with the love potion. Because she did not make it illegal in her world, and anybody who did use it got away scot-free with no repercussions to their actions whatsoever. Remember, kids, Ron lost 6 months of his life. And his rapist got away with it scot-free aside from a slap on the wrist. Such a purveyor of rights, am I right, guys? It's just too hard to read.
Yeah, that's another fucked up thing. I can use the kill spell, the illegal kill spell, as long as it's not on a human being. So I can use it on animals. I can use it on goblins. I could use it on house elves. Oh, that house elf's a little bit rowdy. How about I just fucking murder it?
Pretty fucked up. But anyways, your magic system sucks. It's boring as shit, and it's garbage. It's absolutely disgusting if used in such a way. Oh yeah. I bring this up as legit criticism. Knowing JKR, he's not human, so he doesn't count. Remember, it's fine to treat them like shit if they aren't wizards and or human. Remember, guys, that's Harry Potter in a nutshell. You can treat them like shit. Return fire, boys! Do you guys actually follow me, or like, are you staying out there? Oh shit, they actually do follow you? I've never had these guys follow me before. Ah! Ah, sorry, I'm too. Ooh, I have these boys follow me now. Yes, come, let's go. Best friends forever, best friends for life. Let's fucking do this, man. Oh, sorry. Return fire! Grenade. But yeah, like... How about we just don't have the overt racism in a children's book? Or if you are, you tell people that it's bad instead of, like, justifying it. Like a fucking plantation owner. Yeah, usually I run through here, but like I have the elites now, so like I want to fight and protect these boys. They followed me in. They deserve protection. Like, I'm not saying that kids' books can't have complicated themes and messages. I'm not. Owl House did a very good job of framing that in of framing problematic elements and shit like that. They did a really good job at that. Where's that shotgun from? With like how Belos used fear and intimidation to convince people to give up their freedom, to give up their choice in what magic they wanted to do. What if they wanted to do multiple forms of magic? Now they can't. They have to join a coven. That's pretty fucked up. Not just that, but anybody who doesn't join a coven, they're the enemy. They're the bad guy. Right. But it also does not frame the victims of his mentality, the people that fell into that fear, as the bad people. It frames it as, oh god, they fell for a trick. I have a Dune question. So there's this energy shields and lasers in the setting, and when you hit one with the other, it makes a nuke-like explosion. Whose fault is that? Like, you could get away with effectively nuking a city by hitting one guy using a shield with a sniper laser? I am not familiar enough with Dune's system and how it works to make a comment on that. I assume that you are accidentally splitting atoms when you do that. But then again, the question does come, then who the fuck would design a system like that? That's absolutely fucking insane. It makes no sense. Oh, shit. But do not get me wrong, that's fucking horrifying. I didn't know that about Doom. I have read the first book, so knowledge based from only that. That's fair. I have no idea myself. That seems like a horrific intentional design flaw.
Come out! You
I've read... Like, holy shit!
That's right.
I did not know that. But that's the thing. If everyone has a battalion or whatever as shields, you can take them all out with one sneaky sniper. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair. That kind of, like, makes the point mute. Like, fuck. Granted, that also develops a thing of, like, how close are they? It does make this system more interesting, because now everyone's like, okay, so do I want to get nuked or not? Do not get closer to the rocket launcher! It has no sense of self-preservation. Honestly, I'm so happy these elites followed me in. I'm just so happy about that. What are we talking about? How fucked up that shit. Not disagreeing, but there is also something about the shields blocking fast movements. Well, block explosions, but anyone not using shields would get hurt, of course. Yeah. Ah! That's not good. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna move the boxes. That work?
Demolished. How was the fight? Foreman is
I think we got it. I think you can make it through. As well, shields aren't used as much on Arrakis because of the kind of aggressive worms making them target you. Oh, that's interesting. Good to know. Thank you, Normonster. Woo! Woo! A girl finally made up her mind on what game I want to see you play. What game is that? What game is that, Magica? Got a game for me, unlike Vampire Survivor, which I will have to play. Setting up rules so fans can discuss and think through interactions like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Make an interesting system with limitations and creative ideas. You guys want to hop on? Are they literally not able to pass by here? I don't think they're allowed past this point. Oh, no, they are. They're just not gonna hop on the tank. Boo! What do I think about worlds like Naruto, and Hunter x Hunter? I'm assuming that you're meaning something else, not just Naruto twice. I personally don't like Naruto and Hunter x Hunter, but they have a much more developed magic system. Black Clover. You know I hate Black Clover because the main character fucking annoys the shit out of me. And, like, his only power system is, oh, I just negate magic. So, you just tell the rules to fuck off and die. Got it. That's not very interesting. Oh, but I have a demon brother that I can fuse with. Okay. It makes me stronger. Okay. That's still boring. In my opinion. Naruto has it a bit easier because, like, different jutsus drain your chakra at different levels. Like, some jutsus are just easy to maintain. They don't drain your energy. Other ones take excessive amounts of strain on your energy level. But at that point, it's just like Dragon Ball Ki level. So it's like a direct comparison. But there is, like, something interesting with, like, with Rock Lee, where, like, oh, I am inherently unskilled with jutsu, but I have a different fighting style that does something different. Which is cool. They developed that with, like, the 9 gates. That was actually pretty cool. Hunter x Hunter, I don't know how their magic system works that well. I've never, like, really bothered to look into it that much, because, like, I don't really care about Hunter x Hunter that much. Like, you have a vacuum girl, and I'm already terrified of her, so, like, I don't want to watch a series with her alone. Again, not saying it's bad. It's not for me. Oh, shit. But yeah, like, their magic systems have the benefit of the doubt of having rules and having limitations. That make the fights not just, oh, I cast magic till someone stops. Or shit like that. Or like, oh, it makes sense if you don't think about it. Is basically a few simple powers everyone has and 5 schools of specialized abilities plus 6 wildcard school. The 6 wildcard school. Like I said, I can't comment on it because I don't know the system. Like, I'd have to read in depth about, like, what its rules are, what you can and cannot do, how people have made those fights more interesting, so on and so forth. Sir, your gun is literally useless up here.
How am I to fight with this? Look, up ahead. The parasite gathers for an attack.
Ooh, sniped! Sword, 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 sword! No! I want it! Give it! Neither's fucking useless here! We'll shoot him down. You made me so happy you're with me on the mindset of it's not important. It's not important what the magic system can do, it's more important what it can. Yes! A fight that tells me what the fighter can and cannot do will always be more interesting than the fight saying, oh, they can do whatever the fuck they want. Then what's stopping them from saying, I win? If your if your system just comes down to the point of, oh, I win because this, it's boring. Now, granted, you can still have those overpowered characters, but you really either have to limit them down or make them the joke, or make the fact their power that I can just win by doing A interesting. Again, One Punch Man. Saitama is not interesting because he punches something and it goes away. He's interesting for the fact that he fucking made his dream come true and now he's bored. He became a hero for fun and now it's not fun. Why is it not fun? It's because there's no challenge to it. He became a hero because, like, there was a challenge. Challenge Krillin, and I never back down from a challenge. You watch One Punch Man to see him grow. Shadow, that is the most base take I've ever heard you say. I'm proud of you, kid. Proud of you. Mwah. Kissy for Shadow. It is not just for... Like, trust me, I love when I see Saitama go kick someone's shit in. It's funny. But at the same time, I'm not worried about Saitama. I'm worried about Lumen Rider. I'm worried about all the other heroes. They're likable in their own way. And like Genos. Genos is such a good fucking bean. Like, he literally is like looking for Saitama because he knows that Saitama is this powerful guy. But like, he literally does not believe Saitama's training regimen caused him to be that powerful. And he's like, that's literally all it took. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, 10-kilometer run every day. That's all I did. Why won't you believe me? Because I'm the most powerful cyborg in the world. And you outclass me in every way, shape, and form. Oh no, Sword Boy's dead. Fuck. Sword Boy lost to Sword Boy. And Mob Psycho 100. Its magic system, its psychic system, is based on emotion. It's based on how emotionally stable that person is. When Mob goes like full mental breakdown, he is the most unstoppable force on the planet and will not be stopped. But he hates it. He hates his power. He hates that, like, this thing is so dangerous. And he doesn't like using it. But he wants to be better at other things than being one of the most powerful psychics in the world. Because, as he put it, outside your psychic powers, what else can you do? And when no one can give him a response of, oh, well, I can bake things, I can cook things, oh, I'm a businessman that helps, like, do all this. Oh, I'm a scientist. Cool. You're not that special at the end of the day. But that's okay. Because because you're always trying to improve. You're not stagnant. You're not just, oh, I'm this, and that makes me superior to everyone. Okay. You're that, and you're useless. It is also the same argument. So you see that game you're going to have to play or not? Because I think you're going to like... What's the game? What's the game? I didn't see it. What's the game? What's the game called? Tell me. I didn't see it. I was too busy yelling. Loot River. The fuck is a Loot River? It's like the fuck is a Sonic? Hold on. I'm looking this up. Looking this up. Hold on. Can't let you guys see my hidden secure files, dude. Loot. That is a lot of money. I don't have right now. Oh, it's an action roguelike. Guys, I'm not a big fan of action roguelikes. They just don't do it for me. Oh, thank you for the donation, Aramis. I appreciate you. Love you, buddy. Oh, but it's made by the same guys who made Super Hot. Cool. Neat. Not a big fan of those myself, but...
Brutes! The faster you can kill those brutes, the better.
Alright!
They don't have shield generators, but take them out before... It's berserking!
Angie monkey Angie! Oh, I thought you would like it. I'm just not a big fan of roguelikes, I'm sorry.
Protect the hierarchs. Seal the exits.
I feel bad when I don't like a game that, like, other people like. Because, like, I have my likes. I like platformers, I like shooters, I like puzzle games, I like story-based games. I'm fine with open world to a degree, but, like, if there's so much on the screen that overwhelms me, I don't want to do it. But I'm good with beat-em-ups. Oh, Shadow, thank you. Ah. Ah. I just throw it out, but my fave fight in One Punch Man is One Punch Man versus Fish King. Number 2 goes to Beetle Fight. That's fair. I didn't know you could get up there. Oh yeah, you totally can. That's how you get the carbine early. Which is my preferred weapon with dealing with brutes. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Carbine? Carbine? Where'd you go, Carbine?
Put me down on one of the pedestals
I
near
can
the
change it
door.
if you don't like it. If you want to keep recommending games to me, go ahead. I'll take a look at them. Listen, I am not hostile to recommendations at all, unless it's an isekai. I will get violent if it's an isekai. Boss, any thoughts on the precision weapons meta? For what? For which game?
That prophet, Truth, he has the index. You've got to take it from him.
Hello. Oh!
Go. It'll be
It makes
easier to
sense.
track Truth if I stay in the
Precision
network.
weapons are always going to be better for pinpoint accuracy. And that competitively, it just makes more sense. Now, competitive is a very different scene to Halo than casual play. In a lot of ways. Oh shit.
Right this way.
The battle rifle is just the one that does the most consistent damage and has the best mid to long range combat. And with it some it has a decent amount of ammo, So it just makes sense that in Halo 2 and Halo 3, the best weapon was the battle rifle. Now, over the years, they tried to change it again and again. And it just hasn't really worked out because the battle rifle just consistently continues to be the best weapon. And that's just the thing with like three burst weapons, is that they're usually just pretty good. I don't like it. I don't hate it. But it's just there. Gimme.
Brute is moving through the lower levels of the tower. I'll reverse
God,
that
I love how
battle
brutes are just
Drop down,
aggressive
try to cut him
lookies.
off.
I love it.
It's safe, really.
I kind of understand making higher skill weapons better, but I feel like you would make other high skill things. Again, it's situational.
All approaches to the holding pens.
In casual play, battle rifle is good. In competitive play, it's the standard.
They're beefing up their patrols. Stay sharp.
What's stealth? I don't know what that is in Halo 2. This is the thing that frustrates me about Halo 2, is that stealth is garbage in this game. I can't, like, kill a room quietly. Because the enemy has, like, their fucking senses cranked up to 11. And then brutes are just fucking bullshit, because they're not done. Couldn't make a flinching animation for them with the remaster? Come on.
I'm reading Marine IFF transponders. The signals are originating somewhere below your position.
Like, see? There's no stealth! They just see me! Should be viable and casual. That's fair. Ow! Beware! I've got a knife! Big knife.
There's another lift in the next room.
God, the bird shot was a good weapon to include in Halo. Knife! I could actually tell you all the games I'm interested in. Oh? Well, do you have a few off the top of your head that you can name? So I'll look them up. I'll look them up. This is a night of fun, and like making fun of stupid shit. All is fair in love and war. Ow!
Here, Chief. Jump in.
Let me see that butt. I want to see the butt. She won't let me look at the boo. I'm about to head out, boss. Have a good night. Night, Aramis! I think the BS does BS does even more damage if you bump a head jump melee kill anything. Oh, okay. Whee!
There are 2 groups of Marines in this detention block. I'll zero their locations. You neutralize the guards. Quietly.
Do you not like butt? Do you not like staring at butt? There's just no stealth. There is no stealth in Halo 2. You get 1 kill. 1 kill! And the game's like, fuck you, you get nothing else. That's what you get with our rushed game. Fuck you, Microsoft pizza boxes. Yeah. Yorichi Shinonen, don't test me. I'm gonna test you now. I'm gonna test you now, boy. I'm gonna test you on that ass, love. I want to be really gross, but I don't want to be.
Come to the middle level. The Marines are just inside. Careful of the guards.
Her butt is perfect. Listen, guys, I like a person who's sassy, who's got good personality, good nerdy personality out there. Is not afraid to stand up for themselves a little bit, but is also quite cute and will like enjoy it just as much as a good time inside as outside, and is at least like willing to pay attention to a good conversation. Everything else is a bonus, but a nice ass and nice boobs, sick. Also a nice dick. Nice cock, dude. Nice cock. Nice cock, Dad. Nice dick. Boss, do you like dick? Nah, I'm straight. I'm a straight polyamorous person. But you know what? You know what? I'm secure enough in my sexuality that I can give compliments to a man. Yeah, dude, covering all the bases. You got a fine ass and a nice cock? I'm gonna call it out. You deserve to be treated like a fucking king. Nice abs is king, queen, non-binary rule, it's a title. Damn straight. If you got a nice ass, I'm gonna call it out. Unless you don't want me to, which in that case, I respect your privacy and personal space. You have the right to that personal space. You have the right to that privacy, dude. But if you are okay with being complimented, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say that you're a beautiful motherfucker. And no, there are all kinds of beauty standards. Back in the Greek days, if you were overweight, you were considered the sexiest person alive. Because it meant you were well off. Is monarch a non-binary term? Hold on. The expert is not at home, but I can text them. I can't spell neutral. I'm garbage. Trash human being is what I am. What do I want to do? What do I want to play? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Also, why aren't more people in the stream? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Where are you? Where is my people? Where is my minions? Okay, the expert has spoken. Do a line from your fave villain, boss. Oh. Oh. Yay! Okay, hold on. I gotta get a quote out. Where is it? 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 God, give me that fucking Sindri mirror. God, where is it? I need it. Okay,
Lord Bale. Orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust.
Hi, Kosek. God, oh, God, Sindri Mir is so fucking good, dude. Scott McNeil. Oh my fucking God. This man was given a task, and he fucking did it. This man was given a task to give this neutral sorcerer a fucking voice, and he did it. I love Sindri Mir so much. I love him to death. He is great. Absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. I love him so much. Like, fuck. It's just so good. God, he my favorite voice. He's mine too! He's mine too! God, like this conversation, I'm just gonna read this. I'm gonna voice act this up for you guys. So in this game, the two Chaos Lords are known as Lord Bale and Sindri Mir as the Chaos Sorcerer. So, Lord Bale sounds more like this. And Sindri is more like this, more refined, my lord. Very, very snake in the grass. Okay. Them talking about the orcs, giving context to the previous quote. Yes, Dawn of War. Was my Steam to update? Yeah, start it. Start the Steam.
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool, nothing more, and a quite effective one, I might add. Perhaps, but I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale, orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust. If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, show them our strength, they would take balls before betraying us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear. Trouble yourself with the orcs no longer, my lord. We will have what we came for and be gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
Oh my fucking God, how they frame that conversation. How they frame the power dynamic. Sindri is coaxing the Lord. He is playing him the entire time. Imagine if Goku and the orcs met. Goku would just punch a head off. I feel like Aizen. I need to remember who that is. Hold on. Yeah, essentially Sindri is like an Aizen. He's playing the long game. He's the one in control, but he lets everyone think they are. He makes them think that he's just a hapless sorcerer who only uses his powers to protect himself. But in reality, he will fuck you up. He uses others to get what he wants. By the end of Dawn of War 1, he actually does his plan and succeeds. Sindri completes his goal by Dawn of War 1. Is the Dr. Scientist? You mean Chopper? Oh, the best one. Bleach. Okay. But yeah, like, oh my god. Then there's like this ritual scene in the game, and I just love this conversation. I love it, so I'm gonna do another one.
All power demands sacrifice and pain. The universe rewards those willing to spill their life's blood for the promise of power. Sindri! What, my lord? The traitor Imperial Guardsmen have fallen. So quickly. I expected them to last a bit longer. Some of them have betrayed opposition to the Blood Ravens. They are on their way here, now! Continue chanting. I shan't be long. The circumstances you mention are divine providence, my lord. Everything's as planned. Once I dispense with this last obstacle, you will have what we have plotted and schemed to achieve. And if the Space Marines arrive before Providence graces us, then we shall play the good host and indulge them in a bloody feast. At all costs, however, keep them from interfering. This is a delicate process that cannot well afford any more interruptions. And might I advise you, throw everything at the Blood Ravens. Everything! Their every contribution in this matter is paramount, especially when we are so close. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. Power demands sacrifice.
Hey, boss, you know about Themyscira? Give me one moment. I do not. What is this? Oh. 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 Interesting. I'm not opposed to this. I am not opposed. I am not. Let me take one quick gander at the Steam page. Okay, so it's like a Souls game. Alrighty. I'm not opposed to it. Oh, it's made by Team 17? The fuck? Neat. If the Unification mod guys would contact me. Guys, the thing that you need to know about fan bases is that, like, if enough people send in something to some place, they take a look. So, like, if you guys send in my voice stuff to different groups and shit, they will take notice and then come talk to me. It's not just on me. To be fair, I got the role by getting on their Discord and asking politely. Fair. I also don't know where their Discord is, so... would you want to voice boss? Any 40k character or story? Ooh, that is a good question. God, if given the chance. Okay, so I'm gonna do like 30k and I'm gonna do 40k. So in 30k, there's like 3 characters that I would be interested in. Where is he? I've been asked a question about, like, who would I, like to voice act if I've given the chance for Warhammer. Just trying to find the guy's name. Why am I forgetting his name? Anoid Theo. I would love to voice Anoid Theo in 30k. I would love to voice this guy. I would love to voice him. If you don't know who he is, he's the guy who had the original red helmet. He was the guy who got censored for running simulations of Marines fighting Marines. Because he's just like, it's happened before. Why is it a bad idea to run it? Yes, a blue boy. You got something to fucking say? You got something to fucking say about my blue boys? I'm a smurf. I admit it. The next character I would love to voice. Where is it? Iron Warriors characters. No members of the Iron Warriors. Trying to find him. It's hard because I'm trying to remember like 700 different names. How do you personally pronounce Abaddon? Abaddon. It's not Abandon, because there's no A. There's no N after the A. It's Abaddon. Abaddon. I just say it fast. Because like I got used to saying it. Battle of the Fall system. No, it's not Dargon. Darhug, Dion, Denor, Drados. It's not Drados. Drager? No. What is his name? Fuck. Angel Exterminatus. Characters. Exterminatus novel. Eidolon, Julius Caesarion, Marius Lucius Camelos, 4th Legion Perturabo, Forex, Obax, Galleon, Harker! Oh my fucking god, Harker. Harker was great. I loved reading Harker in the books because he was like a no-nonsense Iron Warrior who went from being a tactical squad sergeant who survived getting an avalanche brought on top of him to a member of Perturabo's Trident because, and I quote, at least he's fucking honest. And he doesn't try to, like, hide when he makes a mistake. You'd like to see me voice Argyle Tall. Oh, I would love to voice Argyle Tall. Oh. Oh, my boy. God, out of everybody, Argyle Tall is one of the best Word Bearers characters out there. Holy shit, dude. He is great. He's a character that just... Such a good boy. Such a good lad. He's a possessed Marine. Would love to voice him. Oh, if given the chance, I would say fuck yes. Drop everything and just say fuck yes to voicing Argyle Tall. Also, $100. My God, how big is he? He's not that big. He is not that big. He's like Terminator size. He's $100 fucking dollars? How about no? Sick model, but not worth $100. But yeah, like Argyle Tall. Goodest of boys. Goodest of boys. Do a line for the guy on screen, boss. 30K quotes. Alright, Argyle Tall was a much more calmer, simpler man. He was very much religious, so trying to find that voice. I don't enjoy war, yet I fight. I don't relish the future, yet I inflict it. I don't revere the gods, yet I serve their holy purpose. Humanity's weakest souls will always cling to the words, I was just following orders. Does Boss want my dream list of all the Souls-like games that I would really like to be playing? Sure, you can send it to me in Discord. God, I would love to voice Argyle. One loyalist, two traitors. What does it say about me? That you're a good guy with a dark side. God, and now for 40K, there's a few characters. That you hate Nazis? I fucking do. Listen, all I'm saying is that the world would be a better place if all the Nazis just up and fucking died right now. And their supporters, too. Anyway, 40K. Honestly, I would love the opportunity to play Pask, the Cadian Tank Guard commander. Would love the ability to play him. Why just stop at Nazis?
I said it would be a better place, not a perfect place.
Another character that I would like to play. Who else? Azrael would be a fun one. Azrael would be a very fun one. Azrael has like that snark to him, and I like that. Third character, because that's too Imperial.
I wouldn't mind voicing a Gretchen. Gretchen's a fun!
What's Pask like? I know he's at least was good on the tabletop. His lore is that he's an excellent tank commander, and he has a really good memory, like an eidetic memory. So like he knows like the weaknesses and strengths of all the tanks that he pilots. But the problem is that he's tortured because he also remembers the names and the voices of those he served with and died at his command. So it fucks with him.
What's your goblin voice? Well, it's more along the lines of this, if we're doing 40k, because you gotta understand that orcs are just ruffians. You gotta really try harder, boss. You can't just go in and say that you're the strongest out there. You gotta prove it. You gotta crop some gits.
Ah. Good shit. A Gretchen would be very fun. Chaos? I would not mind either voicing a demon or a regular Chaos Space Marine. There are other people that could do the characters for Chaos a lot better than I could. If you really had to like nail me down and say a character, I would say Han Sao would be a great one, personally for me. I don't have the voice for Eldrad. I really don't. Basically, any of the Eldar I don't have the voice for. Because my voice is a lot deeper, it's a lot more down here. Whereas Eldar voices need to be a little more elegant, a little more up here. Due to how they speak. A lot more arrogant, high tone, and always on the forefront of your mind. And in a sense of superiority when talking to the lesser species like the filthy Monkai. You have to understand that we just know that we're better than you. It's a very hard voice for me to do. And, like, a lot of other people can do it way better than I can. Not saying I wouldn't try. Pask is like Diet Kratos. He's not bloodthirsty for revenge. It's just that it sucks being a tank commander, the character. Then from there, jumping to like the next faction. Voice a asshole elf D&D. Pretty much. Remember, everyone in 40k is racist. Including the bugs. I'm kidding, the bugs aren't racist, they're just here to eat you. They don't see race, all they see is food! Yay! Devoured! Oh god. Oh my fucking god. What's his name? What's his name? Caesaris. Oh my sweet Christ. Would I love to voice this thing. I would love to voice this fucking creature. This robot, this man here. Oh my god, I would love to voice him. He's just that much of a little shit that I would love nothing more than to voice him. Also, that's a really good white. My God, that's good. Good job, buddy. God, it would be so cool. I'd have to roboticize my voice, but like I could do it. I would do it. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. How are you? I was asked the question for like which characters would I like to voice for Warhammer. How's your Phyrexian? Fuck is a Phyrexian again? Are we talking magic? Do your most posh voice while doing a line from Aizen from Bleach. Alright. You probably won't like it. British equals evil. Fuck you.
Any betrayal you can see is trivial. What is truly frightening is the betrayal you cannot see.
And yes, I am a Magic fan. Ha ha! Well, guess what? I know very little. But I'm always willing to learn. I know the basics. I like Dredge. Please kill me. British equals colonialism. Am I wrong? You're not. You're really not. Spanish and French too, to be fair. And the Dutch. Don't forget the Dutch. US to an extent. Yay! How about we all get in on that colonization crap? Can we colonize this planet? Is there a species living on it? No? Then take it. It's fine. And then we find out there was a species living on it. You lied to me! You lied to me! How fucking dare you? Lying to me? Garbage. Ah. But yeah, any other things that you guys would like to know or interested in or would like me to do? I'm not opposed to doing voice acting. I never have been. I'm just surprised that no one asked about it. Sorry, the Iron Warriors character that I wanted to voice was Kroger, not Harker. Dwarfers, preferably talking shit about elves. Dwarf is just Scottish, but I can do it. Can you do Doflamingo's justice speech? Oh, fuck. I'm gonna do the dwarf first. But watch this.
Aye, this fucking elves, thinking they're so much better than us dwarves because they live in the trees and speak to the animals. You want to know what's actually more impressive? Listening to the stones, actually cracking a rock open, knowing which one has diamonds, but which one has fucking iron. You know what makes you strong? A dwarf that can carry a sack of iron all the way up to his kinsman, just so that they know that they have a good life ahead of them, because they have the iron to make weapons to defend themselves, but the diamonds as well to keep those fucking leaf eaters off our backs. They think themselves so mighty and superior. Give them a pickaxe. They wouldn't last a day.
Okay, justice speech, justice speech. Do a line that even scares you. Alright. Everything but being strong can apply to kobolds too. I love little guys.
Yeah, we're such good little boys, aren't we?
Alright,
Those who stand at the top determine what's right and what's wrong. This very place is neutral ground. Justice will prevail, you say? But of course it will. Whoever wins this war becomes justice.
God, there's just something so despicable to hate on Dom Flamingo. God, he's just such a character you love to hate. He's just a spoiled little shit that never learned to grow up. He's more evil than Jack. No. Don Flamingo actually cared about his subordinates. He got pissed off when people hurt his people. You hit my people, you don't walk. Jack Horner is the kind of man who shot his own team and went, oh, my aim was off. Don Flamingo was a dark reflection of Luffy, a little bit. Someone who did care about his team, but was willing to cause as much suffering as possible. Jack Horner is just a piece of shit. Well, you know what they say. Can't bake a few pies without losing a dozen men. Like, Jack is just petty. He's petty evil. He does what he wants because he wants it. Now, Don Flamingo is also petty evil, but he does have people that he does like and wants to protect. At least he has that. Jack is just a fucking cock. When Jiminy Cricket goes, "You're horrible," and he goes, what were you expecting, idiot? Jack is the kind of guy. Doomus Goomus did this fucking beautifully. I'm gonna just find that video. Hold on. I'm gonna just find it. Hold on. I'm gonna look for it quick. Give me a sec. Doomus Goomus. He's like, nails it. Flat out.
So, Jack, what do you do for fun? What are your personal hobbies?
Well, I like to spread the good word of atheism.
Well, we are all entitled to our own beliefs. Even as a cricket of Christ myself, I can show some respect.
Oh, to clarify, I only like to spread it at a very specific time. You see, I wait for children to just watch their parents die, and then I make sure to emphasize as much as possible that they are never going to see them again, because this is a godless universe with no afterlife.
And you find enjoyment in this?
Oh no, I feel absolutely nothing as I'm saying it. I actually just like the idea of being the guy that does that. It's the reputation and the concept. I am completely unfeeling as I do it.
How do you even look for children going through them?
How do you think the parents die? I do it, duh.
Any other interest?
Well, I've been musing the abortion question. For example, I think that killing babies is great, but I also think giving women rights is a no-go.
Yeah,
I can put this on hold. It's lunchtime. Oh, I love eating puppies, living puppies, to clarify. Love it when they're alive, and I eat them.
All right. Now, until today, I never thought it was moral to take a life. But
It's Jack, isn't it?
yes,
No need to, baby. I'll just get it.
well, thank goodness.
Transparency, yeah.
Transparency, yay! That's Jack! He's such a piece of shit! Like, he has no care, no love for anyone in the world. Don Flamingo at least has people he likes and cares about. Any voice you like, you could give your take on Brendan Lee Mulligan's laws or threat lines. Brandon Lee Mulligan. Laws are threats. I actually have to hear how he says this. Hold on, give me a sec.
Here's the thing. I don't know what you kids are up to, but I do know one thing. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just a promise of violence that's enacted, and police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? You guys want to make some bacon? He pulls a mask over his face, pulls a lit Molotov cocktail out of his mailbag, and whew,
That was on fire the whole time?
the whole time, kiddo!
You're so brave!
He goes, boom, hits the lock, opens the jail cell. You see the fucking halflings with like black ski masks rappel in, just start opening fires, smashing.
Oh yeah, my mom works here. A lot of these people are good people.
Let's make some fucking bacon!
Okay. That's a hot take. Give me a sec. Here's the thing. I don't know what you kids are up to, but I do know one thing. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just a promise of violence that's enacted by, and police are a brutal occupying army. You know what I mean? You guys want to make some bacon? He pulls a mask over his face, pulls out a lit Molotov cocktail out of his mailbag, and whoop! Psh! That one was on fire the whole time. The whole time, kiddo, you're so brave. Here he goes. Hits the lock, opens the jail cell. You see the fucking halflings with the black ski mask rappel in. Just start opening fire, smashing. My mom works here. A lot of those people are good people. Let's make some fucking bacon. God, it's so hard to do Brandon Lee Mulligan. Like, God, he's just so distinctive. I just want to find a speech. I want to find a speech. I'm so happy, boss. Okay, my favorite speech from him. Hold on. I know what's going on here. I know what's going on here. Okay? I do. And if you want me to wander backstage and spill the beans, I'm the only one out of the loop, it would seem. And if we check my point total here, I don't need to walk to the front because I know what it is. It's a big old goose egg, gang. It's a fat 0. Hello! A little late addition to the numerical symbol chart brought to us from our friends in Arabia. A little bit of trivia that I happen to know about history of numbers.
numbers. That kind of little tidbit would serve me well in most trivia games, unless it was right from the beginning! Oh, but I have only just begun to pull the thread on this sweater, friends! You would think, in a game where there are only 2 possible correct choices, that one would stumble into the right answer every so often, wouldn't you? In fact, the probability of never guessing the right in the full game is a statistical wonder! And yet, here we are.
Introduced at the top of the game as a champion. What do you think that means? Icarus, flying too close to the sun. But it seems Daedalus, our little master crafter over here, had some white wings of his own, didn't he? Wanted to see his son fall from the sky. Oh, how close to the sun he flew. Well, I'm not having it. I solved your labyrinth, Puzzle Master. The Minotaurs escaped, and you're gonna get the horns, buddy. What are the rules of the game, Brandon? I cannot win! Oh my god. I fucking wish to have this man spontaneous fucking... That was not rehearsed. That was not him fucking, like, going backstage... rehearsing it like over and over again. That was all him without a second to stop. This man had responses and snapped to everything during that whole rant. He knew he was gonna lose, but like, his rant was all improv. Alright, we're gonna do a drunk elf asking his dwarf friend for milk like Catacris. Pepimus! I do say, I would most definitely enjoy that beverage that your wife gave me the other night. I do not remember what it was called, but I think I think it was pronounced milk. You know, that white substance that white substance that you guys had. Not the one you snorted. No, not that one, but the one that's called milk. Milk would be a great thing to have right now. It gives you a little bit of a mustache on your face. I can mimic it off with just a little bit of milk. My fucking god, lad, you've only had one. Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh, my voice is going to be so destroyed tomorrow. I would like to hear you read Dragon Ball Z abridged Cell's speech to go on about why he hates him. Oh, fuck yes. Where is it? Here we are. Please, take it back! I take back what I said about my hidden power! I don't want to fight you! This is my dad's fight, not mine!
mine. So I'm begging you, just ring them in. Give my dad a sensu bean and there it is. Huh? That right there. That is why I despise you. You know what they all have in common? The Saiyans might be fools, the humans might be weak, and the Namekian might not belong. But they're still out there fighting. Not just for their lives, but for this dunghill of a world. See, even Krillin's doing his best. Thanks for noticing. I really tried. Krillin! But none of them, boy, not a one, shares that trait with you so vile, it drives me to retch. You, Gohan, are a coward. No, I'm just a pacifist. So a coward patting himself on the back. Congratulations, Bite's Eyes. You can stand proud next to the bodies. Hi! Damien sure is kicking the shit out of Yamcha. It's like a metaphor. He honestly doesn't deserve this. But it's still funny. Hey! I'm gonna rip off your head and,
Oh yeah? Come on. You can do it. I believe in you.
and defecate on your lunch? Now you're just embarrassing us both. Seriously, how hard is it to piss off an 11-year-old? You should be a stomping mess for me taking your toy away. Meanwhile, your friends and family are getting beaten into motion. All you can do is cry? And now he's crying? Are you serious? That's it, kids. Put your toys away. We're going home. Wait. And to be clear, I mean kill them all so I can blow up this shithole and find something better to do. Waste of my fucking Sunday. Hey, hold on! I'm just one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to... Everything you say to me is pissing me off. You had your chance, kid, and in the end, it didn't even matter. Ow, ow, ow. Huh? Thank you for your assistance. Don't name me Mr. Satan. Kids, when you're done with them, draw and quarter that buffoon. As for you, I'm surprised you're still... Oh, I was going to say kicking, but go on. All right, fine. You talk to him then. Jesus. Grow up.
You act like you are the only one suffering, but I believe that Trunks has some stories for you, and I can assume they all end with, and then he died too. And before you start whining about your father, again, I get it, take a moment to consider that my father made me a soulless killing machine to kill your father. And that doesn't even come close to the complete tragedy of fatherhood that is Vegeta.
You want to come up here and say that? I am ahead. Then maybe you should quit while you are. Oh, Cell was right. You think you're better than everyone else. But there you stand, the good man doing nothing. And while evil triumphs, and your rigid pacifism crumbles into blood-stained dust, the only victory afforded to you is that you stuck true to your guns. You were a coward, to your last whimper. Of fear and love, I fear not that I will die, but that all I have come to love, the birds, and the things that are not birds, will perish with me. So please, go on. Stop holding back. And hey, if we do make it out of this, please pick up my head and beat your father to death with... I'd say he's gone to a better place, but we both know he never had a soul. There, that make you happy? I love how everyone picks on Vegeta. I now have a Lord of the Rings cookbook, the Skyrim cookbook, the Fallout cookbook, and the Cthulhu cookbook. Ooh, fun. 70, but with Emperor kids? What? I don't know that one. I know about the 70-inch plasma screen TV line, but...
What do you mean, Emperor's kids? What do you mean by that? I mean, he deserves it, Goku, too. Use the Emperor's kids from 40K. There's not a lot I can do with that. This is like a complete, like... There's not a lot you can do with that, honestly. I think you could do Dorn and Perturabo with that, but, like, Dorn's voice is more along the lines of here with no, or I believe he was high on narcotics. And Perturabo is more like a screaming child. But awesome work. Yay! I did awesome work! Now, Team 4-star, please ban me. Ban me from your life, Team 4-star. I am but a humble servant. I haven't been officially betrayed. I know, and that's kind of the problem, is because Perturabo... God, there's like one scene that I really like from Perturabo. There's like this one scene from, Okay, so context for this is that Angel Exterminatus, Fulgrim is leading the Iron Warriors and the Emperor's Children to a place where he dubs that there's a secret weapon called the Angel Exterminatus. Now, Perturabo had to pull Fulgrim's ass out of the fire, and he friendly fired upon a ship because they were attention-seeking glory hounds. And that pissed Perturabo off something but good. So he called a meeting, and Fulgrim is late to that meeting. So, here, I'm just going to read this out to you. Here, I'm going to just read this out to you as best I can. Perturabo sighed and returned his attention to the clockwork model of the Warhound. You are never so certain as when you don't know just how wrong you can be. He sighed, picking up his tools and working on the machine's interior once again. Is it broken? Asked Fulgrim. The perpetual motion driver at its heart is losing time, said Perturabo. I thought that was impossible. On the contrary, said Perturabo, tightening a screw no larger than a grain of sand. A genius of old Earth discovered the theoretical principles thousands of years ago, but he lacked the technology to manufacture a working prototype. I have many of his journals and secret papers in my libraries, and I was able to extrapolate what had been lost to drop the schematics for Vulcan to build. Fulgrim nodded, already bored. I would have thought Vulcan would have better things to do with his forges, like making guns and swords. Then you don't know him at all. His love for the forge encompasses all things, from crafting weapons to fashioning miniature wonders of artifice. But that one isn't working, asked Fulgrim. Then he's not as good as I heard. No, it was perfect. It was damaged during the fighting at Fall. It fell from a shelf and the mechanism was knocked out of alignment. If you listen closely, you can hear the variation each cycle of its mechanical heart. Perturabo reached out and placed the Warhound on the workbench in front of Fulgrim. I have no interest in your toys, he said. Listen, insisted Perturabo. Fulgrim sighed and leaned in close to the table, turning his head to listen. Perturabo's hand flashed and gripped Fulgrim's hair. With sudden force, he slammed his brother's face into the Warhound. The wondrous automaton shattered into thousands of pieces as Fulgrim's head crunched into the pitted surface of the workbench. Bone broke and blood spattered. Cogs flew, tiny springs and gear levers spun off. Fulgrim cried out in pain, shock, and his captains surged forward. The iron circles smashed them aside with wrecking ball blows from their energy shields, and before the Emperor's children could recover, the Trident were upon them. Perturabo hauled Fulgrim over to the workbench, scattering drawings, fragile tools, schematics, and half-finished sketches. Though Fulgrim was fully armored, Perturabo lifted him by the neck with no more effort than lifting a mortal man. Fulgrim spat blood, and Perturabo slammed his fist into his brother's face, snapping his head back in with a crack of bone. Fulgrim's eyes blazed black, and his face glimmered with a reptilian malice. He started to speak, but Perturabo didn't give him a chance. Like a first fighter going for the kill, he battered his brother's face with pistoning jabs until he had him backed up against an iron column. He pinned Fulgrim in place and drew back his free hand to reach for Forgebreaker. The hammer rose, but Perturabo left the blow hanging. Fulgrim's perfect face was a wet meat wound. Leaking blood, snot, and tears, his breath was hoarse and clogged with phlegm and broken teeth. His eyes were swollen shut. He tried to speak, but Perturabo cut him off again.
"No, brother," he said. "I am speaking now, and you will listen to me."
Falk, Kroger, and Foryx hauled Fulgrim's captive officers over. Powerful arms wrapped around their necks and wide-bore pistols jammed in hard to their flesh.
"I have bitten my tongue and allowed you to bring my legion into this place," said Perturabo. "I have followed your lead in all things. I have listened to your tall tales and allowed you to set the pace of this expedition."
Perturabo leaned forward and said,
"That ends now."
He released Fulgrim, who held himself erect in face of Perturabo's cold anger.
"Your warriors have no discipline. Monsters fight your battles, and you have allowed an entire vessel to be sacrificed in the name of vanity. But no more. From here onwards, I am in charge, and for the duration of this mission, your legion is mine to command. Your warriors will obey my orders. They will follow my lead, and they will do nothing except be my command. If you agree to that, then we will continue on to the Eye of Terror and finish this together. If you don't, then I will take my legion and leave you here. Do you understand?"
Fulgrim nodded and swallowed a mouthful of blood. "I understand, brother," he said, his voice a gargled, mangled mockery of once perfect cadence. "I understand that you humble me and expect me to swallow my pride, to be your lapdog."
"I don't need a damn lapdog," snarled Perturabo. "I need an equal."
"But I am not your equal, brother," said Fulgrim, grinning through his bloodied features, as though this outburst of violence was somehow amusing. "I surpass you in every way."
"And yet I am the one holding the hammer," said Perturabo.
"You say you want to be an equal, but where is the equality when you secure my assent at the end of a weapon?" Perturabo lowered Forgebreaker. That scene, oh my god, when you've read the book, like, you can, like, see Perturabo's anger building, like, throughout the entire book, and this is about, like, maybe, like, we're jumping into, like, part 3 of the book at this point. And my god, was it good. What is one of your favorite speeches of the Primarchs? Ooh. God, it has to be when Guilliman dresses Mortarion down. My favorite Primarch speech is Guilliman dressing down Mortarion. I love that quote so much from Plague War. To give context to this, Mortarion has led Guilliman into a trap. Guilliman is on his knees with, like, chaotic energy, like, holding him down. And Mortarion basically goes on this, this massive tirade about how he has suffered and that Guilliman doesn't know what suffering is like. Guilliman's a coward. Guilliman isn't a warrior. All this kind of shit. And just basically, like, down-talking Guilliman, talking down to him, treating him like he's nothing, that he's just a pathetic lick-spittle that is lucky to be alive. And Guilliman hits him back with this.
"I know no suffering."
Guilliman laughed bleakly. "I saw my brothers, many of whom I loved, all of whom I respected, turn their backs upon our Creator and plunge a galaxy into war. I saw humanity reach for one golden moment of peace, brush it with its fingers,
and then I saw you and the others spit upon it and tear it away. I died at the hands of my kin. I awoke to a galaxy so far from glorious enlightenment of the Emperor, it resembles the cathartic hell. You turned your back on all you claimed to stand for, cravenly, without a second thought. Where was my brother who could weather any storm, whose body shrugged off poison, who would never, ever give in? What happened to him? The Mortarion of old would never have allowed this. He would have died with honor. You must have seen as your warriors were transformed to these hulking monsters. What awaited you should you say yes to salvation? You who called yourself the strongest of us, the redoubtable, the master of any pain or sorrow. How hollow those words seem to me now. I at least know what I am. I look at myself, and though I perceive many failures, I know with unshakable certainty I perform my duty I was created for, that I fight for the preservation of mankind. The one thing Guilliman has on all of his brothers is that he knows his place. He understood his meaning in the grand scheme of things. And instead of giving up, instead of, like, looking for salvation where none lay, he forged his own path. Say what you want. Guilliman did not have 500 worlds under his belt because he knew how to fire a gun and swing a sword. He knew how to talk. And that's the thing. Guilliman knows how to communicate. He's still an asshole. He still works for an evil empire. He is a cog in that evil empire. But here's the thing about him. He's aware of how fucked up the Imperium is. He wants it to be better. He doesn't even see the value in hating aliens. He's literally like, there's literally no point. If the Eldar were on our side, we would have conquered the galaxy years ago. But no, we're paranoid, delusional fucks that were so quick to betray each other at the drop of a hat. We literally brushed greatness, but due to hypocrites, paranoid fools, and idiots, it was spat upon and we lost it. Now, this is him not knowing the Emperor's plan to have all the Primarchs killed, but that says something about him. It says something about the way that they write Guilliman, that he knows what he is. He knows who he is. He's the man who is more human and knows that he's human. He doesn't think himself great because he's built to be godlike. He's great because he listens. He doesn't just walk into a room and start demanding things. He walks into a room, asks for information, and then makes judgment calls based on that information. And he's not always right. He's not always right. When he censored Thiel, that was out of a fear of ignorance. Out of a scenario that could never happen. And that it was blasphemy to say that to him. And then what happened? The Horus Heresy happened. The Word Bearers wiped out half of the Ultramarines with a force a tenth of its size. 10,000 Word Bearers brought the Ultramarines to their knees. Because the very thought never came across in Guilliman's head. And the one person who actually thought to run simulations, he was censored. He was probably going to be up for execution. For, like, how horribly he fucked up. But no, instead of recognizing instead of just doubling down, Guilliman actually proceeds to say, no, Thiel is right. Thiel was right all along. We should have been preparing for this. This should have been in the game plan. We were caught unawares because of my ignorance. We should have known better. We should have been prepared. That
He's why I like Gilliman. He admits to his mistakes. He admits he's not perfect. And you know what? The other Primarchs admitted they weren't perfect either, but they didn't just accept that they weren't perfect. They didn't just accept. They doubled down on their imperfections. Leman Russ, the warrior king, can't think past his own fucking brow. Lionel Johnson, the perfect military strategist, couldn't convince a room to lick his shoes. Gulliman ran simulations against Corax and kept losing. He asked why. Corax said, "You're too rigid. You're too regimented. I can defeat you without getting to the battlefield." Gulliman took this as an answer to his question. He pondered it, he accepted it, and applied the lesson. He grew from his mistake. He didn't just accept it. He didn't just go, oh, well, if I'm one-on-one against Corax, I'm fucked. He went, how do I counter that? What is the strategy? Why did I lose? Oh, I'm too rigid and governmental? Cool. I'll play their game. Okay, I don't like it, but if that is the way to win, that is the way to win. If you think your voice can handle it, could you either do con speech to Fulgrim when Sanguinius asks who would win in the duel for his speech to Mortarion and Prospero? Give me a second. I will use the washroom, but I will happily do that. BRB. I'll be right back. Chad, did the cat come in? Chat come in? Did the cat come in? Oh no, boss was turned into a cat. She did sit in my seat. Rude. Oh, you want to come up? No, come on. Come here. Come here. I'm in dish chat. Well, you came out at the right time because I have a cat. Hi. Hi. The chat told on you. You know the rules. No sitting in my seat. No sitting in my seat. It's rude. She was sick yesterday. She was sick. This eye was really goopy. The one over... This one right here. This eye was really goopy. And she's running a pretty high temperature today. I would usually tap you on the nose for sitting on my seat, but no, not today. You're sick. You're sick today. Little sick baby. She didn't sit in your seat? Oh, she didn't? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, chat. Thank you for being honest. Oh, yes, you're a baby. Such a good little 5-year-old. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Such a sweet baby. She was trapped and very vocal about it. Aw. You wanna say anything to the chat? Want to say anything to the chat? You want to say thank you? You want to say subscribe, follow, donate? Can you meow? You want to meow or do you want down? Oh, look at her. Fucking look at her. Oh, such a sweet baby. Oh, look at her. She's so sweet. Oh, my little baby. You sweet baby. Yes, you are. Such a little baby. You want to sit on the? You want to sit on the other chair? You want the other chair time? There you go. Yep. There you go. You can have chair time. Chair time. She can have that chair. No, I'm talking about. Nope, they don't want chair time. That's fine. Alright, so there was Percher up, there was fucking Fulgrim, Genghis Khan? 1000% serotonin. Oh, yeah. Jagatai Khan burns Fulgrim. Okay. Alright. He wants to be left alone, said Fulgrim, to shoot off into the stars and hunt down Xenos on those delightful jet bikes. They're devilishly fast. I heard from a contact from Mars, Jagatai, that you do strange things to your ships. The Khan shot him a heavy-lidded stare. I heard you do strange things to your warriors. Fulgrim then offered to come and fight him on Chagoras. Jagatai's reply, you would lose, said the Khan. Fulgrim grinned. There was something fragile in it. Oh? You would lose, because you would treat it like a game. Like you treat everything. I would not. You would lose because you know nothing of me, and I know nothing of you, and I know everything of you, because you shouted from the turrets of your battle cruiser. My prowess remains unknown. You have some reputation as a swordsman, brother, but I make no boast when I tell you it would leave you choking on it. Fulgrim's cheeks flushed. For a moment, he looked like he would go for his blade. As ever, Sanguinius' calm smile soothed the moment. Truly, Jagatai is a savage in retorts. What is the best ice cream flavor? Oh, baby. Oh, baby, key lime for me. I love key lime. Key lime's great. 70-inch plasma screen TV with Netflix. Oh my god, your con voice is amazing. Acceptable. Have a nice day. You know what? Con is the one to do the 70-inch plasma screen TV. Yeah, that would be Jagatai in that conversation. That's fucking funny. And now they wanted to also do Mortarion? Jagatai Khan is as deadly. Are half these Primarch conversations I could beat you up? A good amount of them were. When it came to like the more warrior-like Primarchs, it was I could beat the shit out of you. Just remember, Sanguinius is boomer, so has to be the worst. All right.
Just take the damn mask off. I want to see the expression when I kill you.
Your stench is worse than at Olenor, and it was putrefying then. And the one that cut deep for all of its obviousness. I should have taken the Legion Master. I should have fought Typhon. That's not enough. There's no opening. So Jagatai reaches for his ultimate burn, something guaranteed to leave Mortarion open as he lashes out and Painting hard, feeling like his heart was fit to burst, Mortarion finally ceased the barrage. The fittest ache of his exhaustion rippled up his arms. His vision shivered a little. Still something mortal in him then. After all, something that could know fatigue. He got up painfully. Jagatai still breathed, somehow amid the swamp of gore that had once been his proud visage. The air was still being sucked in, bubbling feeble amid floating flecks of bone. Mortarion limped over to his scythe, hauling it up again, making ready to end the grotesque spectacle. I thought you'd dance, he said again, genuinely mystified. You just took it. Did you lose your mind? Jagatai started to cough, sending more bloody spurts out of the ripped-apart ground. His shattered gauntlet still clutched hilt of his blade, but the arm must have been broken in many places. Only slowly as he trudged back did Mortarion realize that the sound was bitter laughter. I absorbed, Jagatai rasped. The pain. What do you mean? I know, Jagatai said, his voice a liquid slur. The terminus est. You gave up. I did not. And then he grinned, his split lips, his flayed cheeks, his lone-seeing eye twisting into genuine, spiteful pleasure. My endurance is superior. So that was what they all believed. Not that he had done what needed to be done, not that he had sacrificed everything to make his legion invincible. Even suffering the ignominy of using Callus as his foil. Even condemning himself to the perfect soul anguish of demonhood, so that change could never be undone by anyone, not even his father. That he had been weak. Jagatai is a man of little words, but when he does speak, it is usually a retort on the person. He says that, Fulgrim, I could beat you in any war. What? How? You literally shout your plans from the fucking podium. You don't have any subtlety. You don't keep anything hidden. You don't have that dagger behind you. You're a useful peacock, is basically what he said. You're a peacock and nothing more. You're all style, no substance. And then when it came to Mortarion, he basically told Mortarion, you're a whiny little bitch who
When he didn't get what he wanted, he stamped his feet and he cried. If I'm at Soup wearing 30k with the Primarchs, who would it be? Ah, fuck. It would be Alfarius and Omegan. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm a little bit occupied. Can you come here? Here, I can't. I'm buying clothes. Oh, well, okay. Hurry up and get over here. Can't find them. What do you mean you can't find them? I can't find them. There's only Soup. What do you mean there's only Soup, Omegan? I mean there's only Soup, Alfarius! Just go into the next planet! There's just more Soup! What do you mean there's only Soup? There's just more Soup! What planet are you on? I'm on the Soup planet, Alfarius! Alfarius and Omegon would be the two that would do the fucking Soup bit. In my humble opinion. So, two halves of one guy, pretty much. Isn't that fucking sad? Have those two do the 70-inch plat. Alfarius and Omegon? No fucking way. They would never do that. The thing is about the 70-inch plasma screen TV bit, my guy, is that, like, it doesn't really fit any of them. Like, I could imagine, like, fucking, Fulgrim and Jagatai doing that. Or, like, Mortarion and Jagatai doing that. Because, like, Jagatai just has the quippy responses. But at the same time, Jagatai would not be sitting down. He doesn't have that smug sense of superiority. Jagatai knows who he is. I guess they're the most logical to share a single brain cell. The thing that works between Luke Valentine and Alucard's scene with the 70-inch plasma screen TV is that Luke is an arrogant cockhead who is well above his station at that point. He goes in thinking he's tough shit. Hi, Sarah. Oh, now you're back in your throne. Oh, now you want to spend time with me. I'm fine with that. Yeah, have some pets. Have some pets. The problem is that scene works because with our context, we know that Luke Valentine, though powerful himself, is fucking nothing compared to Alucard. The thing about, like, with all the Primarchs is that's not really that funny because all of them are technically equal. Sure, there are others that could overpower each other, but, like, it takes the humor away when it's equal. When you know that, like, Luke is gonna get his ass kicked, it's just funny watching... Fucking look at her. Nope, she just decided not to. It's funnier because we're watching an arrogant prick be met with the fucking wall. He thinks he's the unstoppable force. He's not. He's a little shit running headfirst into a brick wall. And Alucard is his brick wall. It's why Alucard doesn't take the fight seriously. When Mortarion and Jagatai are going head-to-head, Jagatai is taking the fight seriously. He just finds Mortarion's words to be fucking hollow. And he rightfully criticizes him for being a hypocrite. And calling him a bitch. But, like, that's... I really don't want to do Abaddon's voice, because, like, my voice is already fucked. Please stop. My voice is done for the day. I'm calling it right now. My voice just went, like... Please, God, don't make me do it. I can't do it. My voice is shot. I'm sorry. I can't do anymore. Ah! Voice acting takes a lot out of somebody. Like, fuck, I might need Phoenix to bring something home for me. Jesus. But yeah, I used to be, like, very bored of the White Scars. I thought they were just, like, a fucking, the Mongols reference. But no, they actually took that, stereotype and swinged it on its head. That's your fault for seeing them that way. They're a lot deeper than that. Drink some water. I have to run out of the room again. Do that. Alright, I'll be right back. Here, chat. Watch the cat. Watch them. I'll be right back, baby. I'll be right back. I'm just refilling water. I'll be right back. Stay. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Entertain chat. Entertain chat. I got you. Don't worry. I'll be back. No, not my seat. You know your seat. You know your place. Cat knows her place. You want me to fix the seat? You want me to fix it? How about? I've prettied up the throne, please. Come here. We're supposed to keep Chad entertained. What are you doing? What are you doing, you crazy cat? Crazy baby. Crazy tiny baby. Star of the show. Star of the fucking show, dude. But now it is I. I am the star of the show. My fucking throat hurts. Fucking oof, bud. Was Farva streaming? Can we raid?
Observation. This is a great opportunity for slaughter.
Shadow Mage! Shadow? Oh no! Hi, Shadow. I was gonna go raid a Farva stream. How do we raid? How do we raid? How do we raid on Twitch? How do you use raids? I thought you left. Yeah, as I was gonna end stream here, and I just Alright, what's Farva's stream name? What's Farva's stream name? Hold on. Hold on! Hold on! 40k-Farva. Okay. Shit. Hold on. I gotta go to the other chat. Hold on. Hold on. I got this. I got this. Slash. Raid. 40k. Farva. No matches! Oh, you bitch. So it's gonna be like that? It's gonna be like that? Fine, fuck you. Fine, fuck you. I want to end my stream because my throat is killing me. Slash. Raid. $40K. What the fuck? Oh, do I have to like space it? Dash. Farva. What? I can't raid him. I can't raid him. Right now. Start the stream, you bastard! I swear to God, if he's taking a piss. Well, I did it. I did a raid. Proud of myself. Alright. I am dying. I feel like I just shredded my throat with like 1,000 razor blades. So I'm gonna call it a night. Oh. Fuck you, ad. I'm a call it a night. Fuck my throat. Ow. I love you all. I will